That's SuperEarth versus BOBER. It's game 1, I think. Elst. CHN and WCup as the axis in the series here. And for this one, it is the second series. The loser series in the first series. Both teams lost in the series before, in the first series, of course. And yeah, WCup, MG42, CPigeon bring in the OKW, the Fox Grenadiers, with the Kübel after that one. Running straight away here in the middle. It comes in. Expecting that somewhat to cap here. Interesting choice of the sandbags. But this will be going instead maybe for the VP here. Lots of wiring here in the middle from the pigeon, I guess. That's fair enough. Just gonna take the VP. And here, coming in for the ammunition. Or no, for the negative resource point, of course. Aljosa. So try to make a play here. The UC, but MG's indeed in the house. The double Pioneer, the double MG, there's no brands at all for WCup. Maybe surprising for Aljosa here. And watch this. I mean, it's shot. It's worth a shot, alright? Good G-Axis content. Good BOBER content. To suppression here. Some CPigeon coming here around with the Pioneer early on. Drop. Doing a lot of damage here. To the UC. So it's not too bad. Oh. This kill here from J-Axis gets in the Kübel. In time, Aljosa. Losing his house here. WCup. So with the flamethrower. Those Pioneers. Some combat power also for fighting over the house, I guess. J-Axis very far here, pushing into the realm here of the Axis, but CPigeon makes it behind here with smart play, cutting them off and decreasing the resource income for Team BOBER. Grenadier quite low here. Doesn't have Panzerfaust yet. So I guess it's OKW on the full run here. Well, Aljosa making a play around the fuel yet again with the UC. And we also have the clown car for WCup. The flamethrower. We tried to hunt here, like, really. M3, I guess. Gonna be coming in here for the penal. So set up behind. Some protection for him. I guess a good start here for the allies, definitely having Some resource control. I don't know, maybe it's a plan sitting down a mine. I have no idea. I don't know. It's the worst, but Pioneers on a vacation again. Using mining from G-axis. It was nice to have some, I guess, and now puts up the mine. That's yeah. See with the wasps. Gain the house possibly. But there's already the 2-2 for him. Of course the Panzer Grenadiers. Bundle grenade, I guess, doing some decent damage. Have always around with one MG here for the teammate, helping him to gain the map. Replay this. Wasp, I guess, is spotted. Actually, for WCup is the Pioneer's not around here. Pioneer was somewhat left over to the other side. Guess the UC is about to fall here. Seems like it. CHN gets the fuel now for the access. Easy from Aljosa. And we have indeed also the Raketen here as a response, I guess, to the M3. Some landmines for the fuel, interesting. Okay. Ready for the access, bring here, like for WCup, bring here a lot of somewhat light vehicles into the game. Also the Pack 40 here as a support. Still no infantry barrack, yeah. This gets himself here definitely a better timing. Or also the 150 definitely has some price here. 20 fuel, but I guess it doesn't delay too much your 2-2 here in the end. Trying to come in. Is hiding here from WCup in the logs. Would actually try to ground attack, but it's definitely a shot blocker for a while at least. Maybe not possible. This should be discovered by now. Possibly about to die, yes. Drop here from Aljosa. Really decent pickoff. Gets a snipe here though. As well. Interesting response. Really help with the map control, the sniper, I guess. But maybe for the house here. So also bring possibly a mortar pit or something. Sadly, Good Operations doesn't offer such a choice. Like a mortar as a call-in. Maybe could have been useful against the double MG42 opening here from WCup. Oh, 40. It's the AC, so he's stuck in the entrance, blocking also the sniper. Doing them both here. Should try to turn it around with the dive here, but I guess we're too late. Oh, what a grenade! Moves off very straight away here the Pino. I guess Aljosa here very busy to save his AA, his enemy. With Peanuts dying eventually as well, of course, to the Fallschirmjägers. Support of the flamethrower. We have AP rounds from the MG42. So of the penal, so the decrew, the pack 40, but he gets himself the Raketen here. But yeah, that's a lot of units lost for the allies, I'm afraid. So now gets in the glider. Commandos, yeah, definitely very expensive commandos to get. Also, in terms of time, as a price, like, you gotta get in the glider. Still have to make the building time up there. Boys, might just call it maybe in from my house at the edge of the map. Be a little bit faster. But yeah. WCup heavily invested here into the houses with the AMG to keep the map control for the axis. Or to make here another wipe on the peanuts. And is successful here. House is recovered for Aljosa. Now there's gonna be the mortar pit for him as well. Box. They have at least somewhat a struggle here with the engagement. This grenade here from from GX's though. So maybe he's gonna die here from the CPigeon. Just lose himself almost another one. No. Retreat in time though. And I guess it's gonna be a demo charge here. Somehow. Yeah. Next to the house. So maybe a decision is to freely give it back to the axis. Push off a unit. Oh. Yeah.
The capture point is being overrun.
Let's really go for it, I guess. Maybe realize now about the demo charge here. Nice use of the ability with the advance for Lewis to the unit. The flanking from G axis. He just survives, but barely. Time. Kitchen. Comes 48 here. We have 5-man pioneers. Interesting. I guess with the flamethrower, definitely somewhat dangerous actually. Very tanky. And also a lot of models here from Aljosa. Yeah. Actually kill a unit, I'm sure. Probably not. We just destroyed it himself, or I don't know, maybe Aljosa trying to wipe something on the retreat. The demo charge.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, and there's another. Go back. Maybe the plan was here to make somewhat a play to the mortar pit with the air grenade. Oh, nice! This bundle nade. He's gonna live. That's unfortunate for Jhia here. And I guess can't any for the dive. Or hits the mine. And with some decent amount of damage here. Takes down 2 models, probably the P4 with it. Unless it makes it around the corner in time. Was actually gonna live. For now at least. Hopes to smoke. I guess P4 is gonna make it safely behind the house. Information here for Aljosa with the ground attack. And yeah. We're finishing off here. Another section for him. Oh. Wow. Finished off straight away the Raketten here from the sides. It's fortunate for him. Top of that. Guess could easily even afford losing a P4 here. But I'm somewhat very behind here with the units.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Just trying really to kill that mortar pit here. The MP40s with a lot of damage, of course.
Our capture point. Then
In
trying to take
here,
it.
little cover, playing the edge
Your forces have constructed a company command post.
on P-Grants. Cool. Straight away repaired. Actually, F-Man Pioneers here. Pretty good at that one. So the flamethrower can do its work.
Attacking an emplacement.
And there's utility here for maybe winning a little bit of time for defending the mortar pit, but it wouldn't have really made the difference here. Fox pulls back the MG42 here. Get the
100 points
BP.
left.
Very interesting, so many Chinese teams here always with the Fallschirmjägers. Seems to be their choice here in terms of the meta. Oh. Almost gets the Fallschirmjäger here. And oh, they're somewhat in danger, but gonna live. So Aljosa not having any heals here as well. The grenade. Nice dodge though from the pigeon.
Anti-tank guns is gone.
Knows his way around the map. Oh. Coming in back for the shock here, being kind of far off from the home. Seeing it here with the smoke, but before it's just gonna make hit again around the house again. Good idea of the grenade. Actually a little bit too close here to the corner. Get around the edge. And also with a lot of DPS here. Man, they're very exposed. Coming in as well. It's the double finish of the commando, I'm afraid. And I guess there's the surrender for the team BOBER after all. We had some tough losses here in this matchup. Interesting build here from WCup. Lots of stormtroopers, E-Grants, Pioneers, double MG. Donken died, of course, so did D222, and yeah. Mainline, I guess. Fallschirmjäger Believer it is. Its finest. Also with the P4 as an addition. And yeah. With some decent kills. With a couple of very decent KD here. Especially versus yes, the British, but also having a big impact here upon GXs, I'd say. Helping out his fellow teammate, the Pigeon here. And yeah, Axis really getting ahead. The armor. And the allies with some losses in terms of infantry. Obviously. Also the Axis losing their light vehicles, but overall the map control rather poor for the allies. First really nice pushing here from GX, getting great parts of the map, but then somewhat collapsing upon also using the AAC, the sniper, and some units, the double penal, the AA for GXs, and then really able to make it back into the game here with the map control anyhow. It's right, here we go, game 2. SuperEarth. And it's the second series, best of 3, right? And this is not the live cast. The information, I'll say it again. And we have Jackson Aljosha with the Axis. Yeah, behind will be the MG from G-Axis. The way the Kubel from Aljosha, I guess. Contrary, SuperEarth, Monica with the British. Andy with the Soviets with some conscripts. The sandbags here, I guess, for the door. And the sandbagging for the cutoff, I guess. Or engineers for him. Sure, with the response already. It's the fine Command Panther. With the Mark vehicle for that precious AVE into this one. Wiring for the fuel, of course. Might want to bring some sandbags behind that. Script possibly moving in for that play here to be played out. So some sandbags. Pretty defensive start here for Monica. This will though come around the corner. Both teams somewhat cautious, I'd say. Early is Pioneer here as well. We can mix it out of the house here. Block the decapture. Axis. It's gonna walk the long way around the house here. Maybe he gets even inside. Monica. Oh, makes it in time. It's placed here though. The section gets suppressed. The best engagement here for G-Axis. Actually, surprisingly not losing his models here. Monica will be capturing the fuel. Turner, Andy lost his precious wire. Decap here by the Kubel. Guess house is gonna fall. The Axis now having the triple VP control. Looking pretty decent for them. Which is coming in for the cutoff, of course. I know, very far behind the front lines. Monica. And engineers swung back to the base. Doesn't even have the heal here by the medics. Just setting up. But incendiaries will replace for Aljosha. You can also to contest here the fuel, but not only the cutoff. They're about to help here, but in return, gonna lose here greatly his side, as mines was being placed by Jhia. And really the most optimal engagements here from Andy. And I guess LS will be down. Already here 100 VPs, I'd say. Guess not gonna fall back. I guess instead it's gonna be some healing upon the front line. And Monica will bring in the mortar pit here. Yeah, it's the wire. And yeah, I guess Cooper's gonna live again. Jhia just in time. With some force in terms of units. Vickers to help Andy here with the fuel, I guess, and the cutoff. Now focus on pushing away here. Aljosa. Just a very one spot, but Jhia will be coming in to help. Nice rifle grenade. Okay, quite low here on HP. So is Jhia. Well, Andy is standing here in the incendiary. We're losing the engagement yet again, so it's still no fuel for now. For the allies here. Okay, about to lose this action, I'm afraid. Oh, gonna live. And we have Soviet Reserve Army, interesting. Team weapon drop, sold packages, the Commissar, and the ML20. Is he gonna get sold package? See, it's definitely gonna be the Commissar for him. Finally, Andy gets back the fuel. A late AC here for Monica. As with no upgrades, no UC, no fuel spent, but the AC, I guess, of course, based upon the platoon command post. And so straight away the 222, though with the miss. The Grenadiers are behind, double miss. Unfortunate for him. Of course, Andy with the snares, trying to push, but return. Pioneer will be coming in from behind to regain yet again fuel here from the allies. And Monica will be losing the Vickers. Jhia is flanking over. At least the mortar pit. Decent impact. And yes, we have the sold packages for Andy. The MPs. And conscript force was sold as the Kübel. The conscripts get wiped here, I'm afraid. For Andy. Looking too optimal for him, but what's the farm model he dying that actually might finish off his unit. Just to get in propaganda, but it's too late. There goes the conscript. Lots of losses here for Andy. And we'll bring in the AA. So see in the area, makes it out, realizing quite late, I guess. And gets himself the precious vehicles from the teammate. He's somewhat in danger, but gonna be living, I guess. And yes, actually turn around. But yeah, it's not looking too good, of course, for the allies.
The enemy have destroyed a forward emplacement.
Losing the mortar pit doesn't really help. Taking back his own side as well. A at the 10th minute. A little bit late as well. Makes even the ammunition here for the upgrade less. Its purpose is to be too reinforced, but I rather doubt it.
Enemy forces are capturing. A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
You're gonna lose the commissar here as well.
We have 200 points remaining.
Too late with the retreat. Engineers to die, and I guess the next engineer is about to die from Andy as well. Trying to get them the ball for us, I don't know. I'm too defensive here, if you ask me. The AA should upgrade it. I should still with the retreat to the regular MG. Yes, both us to, I don't know, defend somewhat. Maybe the cutoff, but it's the double league, so it's just at the middle of the map, so probably about to die eventually here as well. It gets the VP with it. And the next barrage coming in. For the bow force. He almost gets finished off. At least Endyl will get back the fuel here. He's gotta fall back. At least for a moment here. Bundle nade here from G-axis. Okay, trying to go here very far from his side for, I guess, could be here from Aljosa, but Aljosa's already behind with lots of units. He still wants the decap, I guess, or not. He wants the house. Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants. Okay, I guess he wants to escape here safely.
We are down to 100 points.
Which I guess is very possible.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Section gets killed, don't return. And this exponent, I guess, was maybe like me paying too much attention here to evacuating somewhat the section here. And there's the surrender. I guess it's gonna be the ace game then in this series. Strong win here for the Axis, of course. Yeah, allies with a lot of casualties early on, losing too many units. And with quite the poor KD. Monica doing somewhat better, but yeah. From that, of course, huge map control from the Axis early on. So yeah, quite the resource deficit, also in VPs. Game about to end here. VPs as well, I guess, around 16th minute or something. Also army-wise, of course, the allies definitely rather further behind here. Team 3. SuperEarth versus BOBER. Being Aljosa and Jhia, Aljosa the castle with the OKW, Jhia on the open with the Austria. As he says so. Quite the pain to deal with as the Soviets, right? Like almost impossible to do. His opinion of the last Syrian, so I guess we will see him just being probably the best example of that, how easy it is as the Austria in this one. And it's gonna be WCup, and next to him it's gotta be about the CPigeon, I guess, with the rifles versus Aljosa. It's gonna be penals and rifles to cash in the win here for the allies. Take your bets upon that. Be a rifle believer and a penal believer against Austria or not. That's how you do it. That's how to beat maybe the Axis on Eindhoven, and take your bets upon the Chinese team here. And thanks for raid, Dirty Finisher. Because probably that's how you deal with Axis. Rifles and penals versus Austria. That's the way to do it. Versus the BOBERs, or not? Or vote for the BOBERs. With the classic MG42. Grenadiers and Pioneers. Elite armor. 2-1. 2 of the meta, I guess. Thanks for the bits, Dennis. And let's get into it. Guess people maybe gotten a little bit scared here about the predictions. Losing like about 100,000 points voting against the BOBER, so not trusting in the other teams anymore to finish them off, but also not too fond about voting for the BOBERs themselves, I guess. Regardless. Well, it's WCup and CPigeon, that's their name, and always has been their names. M3 dies, but oh, here goes the MG42 from G-Axis. Endyl gonna live, I guess. Capos is gonna straight set up the MG here, might even get a Grenadier. No, he doesn't, but damage is done already. I'm afraid for them. Okay, let's get in the listing here. 40 losses, so we may not miss any wives, I guess. Great play here from the Chinese players, cashing in the MG42 versus the Axis. Some decent map control as well. CPigeon making great use here of the echelons, I guess. Getting some nice resource control here for them. Always nice to have as the allies, especially with the rifles. You may just wanna give yourself very early on here some bars. Also there is IR Pathfinders for him. Is airborne a little bit too boring and OP, maybe. That's maybe the call here for him. Bringing some honor somewhat into the game. Yes, indeed. Only one Pathfinder, but many rifles to shine on the OKW. With the captain here, equipping straight away the Browning. MG42 being readied here. Versus G-Axis. It's coming in. To get the close range. And about to capture the fuel from the Axis. I guess LSC very nicely utilizing the healing from the US player for both of them. Interesting choice. So a little bit more expensive than the Soviet, but in return, of course, WCup you bring in early the triple peanuts, and it's gonna be urban defense here upon the open side on Eindhoven. Interesting choice. Maybe we're gonna have some KV2 action here later on versus G-Axis, who could bring in return, I guess, Tiger or Elephant Tank Destroyer, maybe some skill planes for it. But yeah, for now, allies with the rifles and the peanuts here. Some nice early game pressure. Engineers be coming in here with the ammunition as well to back cap. Seem to be not too interested in the VP here on the side, I guess, on the open. But right about the advantage in terms of the resources. CPigeon with another nice play here. He's just all around the map. Just very close also to his teammate WCup here. And to get off no decap, but won't be succeeding upon that one. Took one with 3 kills, reaching the vet one. And AT gun as a counter here for the 2-2. Maybe that being the choice here for the doctrine, and if falls another grenadier, I'm afraid, 2D peanuts. Rifles make it into the house here to save him, I guess. Some HP. Back eventually. Oh, could be the dive here for the BBAT gun. Interesting placement. Trying to make it around the side block here yet again, setting up. In the meantime, another time. Oh, gonna upgrade the PTRS. Oh, that's a dead 2-1 here for Aljosa. Interesting choice. This AT, but there goes the car. Bought himself a car. Now it's dead. And yeah, shocks also. That's content for the audience, right, Jhia? But you're gonna come back, right? As you said, it's super hard with Soviets on the open side. You just need the right strategy, Jhia. Peanuts and shocks. Apparently it's working. CPigeon bring the AA. I guess allies will also get back their baby AT gun. And AA. Also joining in. Chinese making a lot of plays here around together. I'm not sure. Maybe at the weekend again. I'm not sure if they will find the time to play during the week. And unlikely. But yeah, I like the synergy here from the Chinese team. Play a lot together around through the middles, combining their units. Definitely getting off some good pressure here. Now we have the CPigeon here contesting around the fuel with the AA, since the Soviets somewhat struggling, just losing the baby AT gun. The AA is here to help out the teammate. In turn, still having the control over the caster side, of course. Kino makes it behind. The MG42 again, forcing it back. Right, at one kill. Interesting. MG42 already bad 2 here. For the penal play. And there is the AP rounds almost getting 2 to 3 here, rebuilt from Aljosa. And you see, we're diving upon the rifles, but the rifles in support, obviously winning the engagement with the Reachelon as the goated unit. I guess they are also about to win that engagement here. Now Jax with the Pack 40 here for dealing with the AA. CHN be coming in again. For the VP seems not to be too interested into any upgrades for his rifles in the meantime. Good play from Aljosa. Getting the AA here. Neo's player. Oh, Jack's almost throwing the Grenadier here to the satchel. Walking somewhat into it. Oh, and we have the explosive now. I switched again the ammunition. Maybe ATG gets it again abandoned. Yeah, with a lot of resources here. What I actually already a while ago, I guess, T-34. Maybe surprised himself how far he is ahead in this game with the fuel. Yeah. Should see the captain in time. With the pen. Ground attack, water cup here. Like how he is barraging Mr. VP, it seems. And Jax is at least momentarily making it back into the side of the map, but CPigeon is coming in. A lot of units moving over the caster side very dominantly. Also make use here with his ammo of the rapid barrage here upon the MG42, I guess. And his first T-34 goes to Sherman for the US. Very strong tank. With a nice timing here versus the Axis. It's the heat shells out, of course, firstly. Can deal some nice damage. Versus the 2-to-1, of course, or any light vehicles. I guess Allies is upon to dive the Axis. Wipes the MG42. Yeah, Jhia very late with the retreat, somewhat greedy I'd say. With a lot of tanks here being around. And thus it is. Another MG42 for the penal player. Turkey. Gets the T-34. The WCup not realizing that is indeed another Pack 40 round, but losing that Pack 40 probably even better for WCup. Not having the tech here. With his gun himself. With a lot of fuel in his pocket. So I guess the Pack 40 was just the final weapon missing in his composition here. Quite expensive to bring here the Zis gun with the tech to be about like I think 500 manpower almost or something. So indeed quite useful. Target weak point also very nice ability here for him. Yes. Throwing for the content, of course. German coming in the castle. And there's Pino, actually even with 15 kills, it's very decent. Having the PTRS return the Pino without the upgrades with just 8 kills, the other with 14, so yes. PTRS Pino with the better engagement stats here. Because the infantry may seem like it. And I'm afraid it's not the case. For some reason though, it's having the better kill count. I think so far the Soviet player not losing any penal at all. And KV2 is somewhat ready. Actually, maybe could have skipped T-34 here for KV2 already. And there comes the next Sherman. Brother for brother. One Sherman for another. And Sherman's doing work here in the finish off Volksgrenadier. Crucial Sherman masses coming in, cashing in the victory, I guess. For the allies here. Yeah, nice help here. 42. Goodbye the penals to help. Covering here. Was the cutoff from Aljosa and nice usage of the cluster bombs. I guess fair point here to make the plays with the cluster bombs when upgrading the rifles with any bars. It's not necessary. Rifles can do the job just upon themselves. Why cheese around with OP bars when you can just have blank rifles to win the game? Meanwhile supported by also the Sherman. A decent medium armor here. With the high explosives beside the engagement. Jhia gets caught here on a little adventure too far into the realm of the allies. Been caught behind. Losing another grenadier. Yeah, paratroopers. 21 kills. Good kill count here. And yeah, Sherman with 12 kills as well. Pretty well. And there's the crew here. We are cat. What about trying to finish it off? But Axis here very lucky. Shots being missed, though they probably won't be able to capture it anyway, and eventually you're gonna run out of your luck here. So unfortunately, eventually you might lose your recruit weapon here. Sherman is gonna defend here VP somewhat. Might just also wanna recap it with the crew. Blessed shot from the Sherman. What a goated unit. Ooh, quite painful here. Lots of models dying to the Sherman, to the T-34. Jack's not paying really attention. Being attacked from the T-34 around the edge of the map, of course.
An elephant tank destroyer is ready to be deployed.
It's gonna be fortified armor doctrine. Great with the rescores income here for the Axis. We won't see that coming in any soon. Instead, we have the Scott, I guess, for the US. Pretty useful unit here. We also just bring some utility in terms of smoking the enemy out. And some more cluster bombs here. Aljosha coming in. We're not too deep into space. It was possibly the plan here. Jhia about to lose another grenadier, I guess. It's been quite some grenadiers, I think he lost. Right? Yeah, 3 grenadiers. So in total, 2 MG42s. So I think. So we play not really losing any unit, right? So far. Let's see. This game. I guess it is the surrender from the Axis, not looking too well for them. Lots of Sherman and T-34s around and peanuts. Rifles. All very decently vetted as well. Decent amount of kills for the rifles. Paratrooper. Rather with a lower kill count, I guess. Nice kills also for the Shermans. Like how we also definitely had an impact into this game. Definitely with some decent range overall. With the peanuts, with some decent early game pressure, also with a nice satchel. Getting their hands upon the MG42. Sacrificing though, of course, the M3 for it. And yeah, I guess Q2 was never the plan, but the advantage to keep running here, the game with the T-34s. And Axis with the MP4, some grenadiers. Too much to tell, I guess. Decent kill count for the 2-2 though. And yeah, we have 7 kills here for the Ober and 13 for the Storm Pioneer, I guess. In the end. Apart from that. Yeah, Aljosha not really with the most optimal KD, but it's rifles and Shermans. But behind here also with the fuel. And of course the very one Pathfinders. Yes, they're playing just blank without any cheesy bars, I guess. You could say. In addition, Jax's, guess with somewhat an even KD, but that's not that good, I guess, overall. We're facing the Soviet. The bulletins, yeah. I guess WCup doesn't need them. He's just very confident in his skills. WCup, I don't know. Bulletins, I guess. He's not a bulletin believer. Doesn't need it to win a game, it seems. At least, yeah, the allies here, very decent KD for the US, I guess. And yeah, funnily enough, WCup to be very even here. 85 losses, 85 kills. It's pretty good. Army value wise. Jhia, I guess, somewhat behind here, losing a unit, the MG. The allies not really able to regain his strength somewhat. And also Aljosa falling very behind the US players here with quite the population into the game. So of course, always carrying his tanks here, I think, not losing a single tank, but the AA, of course. Yeah. And then points held. Definitely the allies here with the advantage most of the game, and of course bring in a lot of units for that, I'd say. Yeah. It's the double rifles and the IR Pathfinders, yeah. Actually tagged. Did he tag? Oh no, he didn't tag. Weapons, okay. Never mind. But yeah. Okay. Doesn't need the tech here. No grenades, no weapon racks. Yeah. It seems.